Three, a two, and a one. Hi, my name is Patrick Berlin,
And I'm Megan Coda.
and this is our Porsche exhibit.
Bematrix would like BSU students to design a corporate event that utilizes the B62 frame system. The event will be for the sports car company Porsche. The show will be at SEMA on October 30th, 2018. The exhibit space is a 100 by 100 island configuration with a maximum height of 20 feet.
The event should be a safe and functional space that emphasizes learning, networking, marketing, sales, entertainment, and beauty. Using the standard B-Matrix products for 70% of the exhibit and a maximum of 30% custom materials and elements, the estimated costs will be around $1 million.
Recently, Porsche abandoned all diesel fuel cars and released an all-electric sports car called the Taycan. The reason for this transition to hybrid and electric cars is because Porsche believes in creating a sustainable, cleaner, and smarter future. Common troubles with diesel vehicles was another reason for Porsche to make the transition that they did. However, Porsche is now in direct competition with the electric car company Tesla.
Porsche is a significantly older company and has more acceptance among a wider range of consumers. This gives Porsche advantage in the market. Porsche's consumers consist largely of upper-class men and women ranging from ages 25 to 65. Upper-class males are typically not the most interested in sustainability or cars perceived as not masculine, so in order to convince consumers that Porsche is luxurious, fast, and original while being electric, our exhibit will immerse them by using dynamic color, materials, and architecture. Electric cars are not new to Porsche, but Taycan is the start of a more sustainable future. Our theme is Performance Electrified. This is the render of the front view of our exhibit with people visible for height references.
One of our design styles is futurism, so this is just our mood board showing you what we based ours off of. And futurism is an important Italian avant-garde art movement that embraces advanced technology and urban modernity. We based our designs off of Zaha Hadid. She's not really categorized as anything, but she is mostly futuristic.
So these are more examples of Zaha Hadid's architecture, and as you can see, there's a lot of variety, and she doesn't stick to one specific design style.
Our other design style is industrial, and the two didn't really go together because industrial is old, kind of, but we tried to add them together. And industrial is combining the best aspects of old world charm with modern sleekness.
Walter Teague was another big inspiration for us. We wanted to use his speed lines. And so what we came down to was for a design style is a combination of industrial and futurism, which we call industrial futurist. And it's a mix of wood grains, raw metals, sleek and glossy paint, organic curves, and
Sustainable.
geometric shapes while also being sustainable. Yes.
These are just some exhibit inspirations that we found. We liked a lot of the triangle or geometric shapes.
The typefaces we used are Roboto and the Porsche font that Porsche, the company, actually uses. Our color scheme, we used strictly Porsche's colors, which are black, maroon, red, gold, and white. The materials we used for our floor, we used a rubber grip flooring that represents the industrial side of our design style. And then we got into more futurist design style by using a lot of clean white and crisp red and dark black colors.
We started off our project by sketching, and then we took the sketches and put them into 3D. And this was one of our first ones, but we decided it was too busy and more of a maze than an exhibit, so we decided against it.
Second sketch we had primarily used large arcs, and this is kind of where we got closer to what we actually ended up creating. And this layout was minimal, which fit our futurist design style. But the arches would have been expensive and difficult to actually produce with the Bematrix frames. So we moved on to more sketching.
Our third sketch was angular and futuristic, which we both wanted, and we decided on this structure, but we had to modify it to fit the Bematrix frames.
So our layout for the exhibit is 100 by 100 feet with various modules for networking and interactives. In the center, which is the most important part of the exhibit, is a tech equipment information center, which pretty much has everything that Porsche uses for equipment and technology, since technology is the most important aspect of Porsche's new electric car line. And then there's plenty of lounge area, a large networking area, and 2 virtual reality systems that visitors will be able to drive and experience the new Taycan car without actually having to be on the road.
We have 2 personas, and our primary one would be the Porsche Minneapolis, and they are excited to attend the SEMA show in Las Vegas this year. They are from Golden Valley, Minnesota, and they cannot wait to see Porsche's booth. They are most excited to see the new model Taycan and learn all about the new car that is coming out. They want to take in the whole experience of the booth and enjoy the show. The second one is the secondary persona, and they would be the Goodyear Tire from Ohio, and they are looking to attend the show to get business. They want to go around to all the booths and start networking with car companies to get them to use their tires. They're hoping Porsche is looking for a new tire brand to use.
And so traffic flow for the secondary persona, which is a strict business-to-business person, would come straight to one of the reception desks and quickly find their way to someone who they can network with, because they want to get right down to business and make some deals and learn what Porsche has to offer.
The primary, who was just there to hang out and enjoy the booth, they would go to reception desk, see what it's all about. They would probably next go to the lounge area and hang out, and then they would walk around and look at all the cars on that we have to look at on display, and they would go network a little, and then they would go to the middle, which is our center, and they would learn all about the tech equipment from Porsche, and then maybe network again, sit down after a long day, and then they would say goodbye and go to the reception desk, and then they would leave. So our pre-show, it will be a postcard sent out to everyone who deals with Porsche cars, and they will get it. And the top left is the front of the postcard, and this will be mailed. And then the road down the center is perforated, so it will be torn off, opening the card. And then inside will be a pocket that holds a ticket. and the ticket will be brought to the SEMA show and it will get scanned, which will allow our exhibit to send out emails and also put them in a drawing for prizes. And there will be a press kit which will include a variety of things, including merchandise with the Porsche logo on it. It will be worth around $600 for what's included inside.
Our post-show mailer will be more simple. For the primary persona, the primary attendees will be business owners who sell or own Porsche brand cars. And 2 weeks after the SEMA show, they will receive a box in the mail. Inside the box will have a couple personalized solar-powered phone chargers to reinforce the idea that Porsche is a sustainable company and moving towards electric cars. And the auto companies will always remember the experience they had at the Porsche exhibit. The secondary persona will receive a simple thank you email 2 weeks after the show, and it will thank them for checking out the Porsche exhibit and making business connections. This is a close-up view of the front of the exhibit, which is the main reception desk, and we really wanted to put visitors in kind of an awe sense when they see the ceiling and the symmetry between all the car modules and then the large center tech equipment info center. As well, we have the virtual reality driving simulators on both sides right when you walk into the center, right when you walk into the exhibit. A side view of the exhibit features, you can get a good look at everything that's going on, and it's a whole view.
In our exhibit, we will have a section that shows off car parts, and there will be staff there to talk about the importance of the items. The new car model Taycan will be shown, and people will be able to sit in it. The staff will be able to talk about all the exciting parts about the new electric car. For entertainment, we already talked about the VR driving simulator, and they will be able to drive a Porsche.
This is a to show trustworthiness, validity. Our design and structure represents the experience we claim. We want people to be electrified by their surroundings, and our structure is very futuristic and embraces this. Dependability and reliability is also important. Our experiences are dependable. For example, our primary persona, which is the car dealership, can go through and have one experience and go through maybe 3 more times and still have the same experience. Our secondary persona, who is trying to network and make business deals, will have a completely different experience than persona 1.
Our target audience would look and walk around the exhibit and enjoy what is there and realize it was made just for them. From their point of view, they would be astounded and excited to go into the exhibit. Our exhibit encompasses the ideal look of Porsche and also our design style. The idea of futurism and industrial design will transfer to the exhibit by the materials and structure we designed. Attendees will be walking around the show floor and will be drawn to the large structure and open floor plan, which will be the attraction. To get them to engage in our space, we'll take our giant structure and people will be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go inside. Taking the first step into any exhibit can be nerve-wracking. The staff in this exhibit will be very welcoming and friendly, that from the aisle, the attendees will happily make the transition into the exhibit. Inside the exhibit will be bright and exciting. Once inside, the attendee will be immersed in the Porsche chaos that they will forget about any other booth for the time being. And for the departure, the attendee's memory of the exhibit is very important. The goal is for them to have a long-term memory of the impactful booth by the fun they had and the people they met.
Our rigging plan is we have 9 different rigging points to hold up the large structure since it spans across the whole 100 feet diagonally. And then also the car holder modules made out of the Bematrix frames would not hold themselves, so those also need to be rigged. This is just showing the use of the Bematrix frames, which is the skeleton of our exhibit.
And on the top structure will be most of our custom elements because the frames don't fit at an angle, so we would just fill them in.
So the after party for the Porsche exhibit at SEMA will be a fun, interactive learning experience for visitors. It is intended for people who are highly interested in Porsche's new business advances, so they will be invited to attend. They will be able to try virtual reality driving still and enjoy complimentary drinks as they listen to a variety of live demonstrations. Demos will be about Porsche's new technology and equipment. So the only things that are really changed between the show floor exhibit and the after party exhibit is seating arrangement, because we needed more seating set up in more of a theater layout for the demonstrations. These are more views. You can see the mini bar, which will be serving complimentary drinks the entire time throughout the after party event. And more networking will happen here, and people will be able to get a very deep understanding of Porsche's new technology and equipment for their now strictly hybrid and electric car lines. So after everything was added up, our pricing came out to a total of $1,375,870.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.